Stay down, love. Yeah, but anyway, after like exiting out of the game last week and starting again this week, she seems to have resolved her issue with like not automatically drinking stuff. I also thought I saw somebody walking in the bushes just here a second ago, but anyway. That's also gonna fuck up my boots. Open that shit up. I can get back out. So I saw her come out of here, which is fine. I don't super want stuff. I'm not interested in whatever is in that bathroom. Can stay in that bathroom. And I'm also trying to stockpile clothing because when I got up to winter, I did not have any warm clothing because it was, I don't know if it was like my first it was my first winter in Zomboid, but it wasn't like my first game save, if that makes sense. And so I was still only kind of stockpiling light clothing or like, you know, cool clothing for like summer and stuff. So yeah, by the time we got round to winter, I had nothing that was like long sleeve because I torn up all the long sleeve stuff because I'm like, oh, if it's like, my thought process was like, if it's like 7 days to die, it'll be like a permanent summer kind of thing, you know? And it was not a permanent summer. We got winter eventually. So yeah, I did eventually need to have warm stuff. And so we went on like a whole quest and she kept getting sick. And yeah, this time around I've stockpiled some warm stuff, but I also intend to do some like light tailoring business. Where I can kind of like get thread for needles for repair, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's good to know there's chickens here. There's still no fireplace, but chickens are confirmed. They've got food and they've got water for the moment. So I know that the hutch door being open, they'll probably get picked off and stuff by foxes off screen. But for the meantime, I'm not really that worried about them. They're kind of nearby that in winter I can start coming and collecting eggs within like a really short distance of home. Hey Abra, what are you up to? How's it doing? It's doing alright. Just very overly relaxed, very overly chill, which is kind of nice. Oh, well, somewhat like too calm. You know, when it's like suspiciously too calm. It's like that. But yeah, no, I was still upset that like my character got dead, you know, last week. Like this is the third life on this save. My last girl had like 600 kills and she was weak, and I weaponized some vehicles and shit, and we did do a lot of damage. I also nearly rolled one of the vehicles when the tires popped and the car got stuck on some corpses and nearly flipped in like a pile of zombies. So like I was extremely lucky with her. So I was like genuinely like a little bit upset when she died the way that she died. I'll go back up because I don't... No, there's a house there. I'll go back up and I'll see where this takes me. But yeah, the moment I figure if I go around and have a look, see if I can find a stove about the place, and yeah, if I can secure a stove, we can secure cooking without a generator. I do have a lot of fuel, so it's not like that's a really big issue, but when winter comes around, I'm gonna need it for warmth, and I don't really see the point in investing in a carpentry if I get dead trying to find a stove. Oh my god. Also, I had, that's what I had. I had Sunday Driver on the other girl, so I found it next to impossible to destroy the cars. I'm also kind of keeping an eye out for a sledgehammer because I want to do some house renovation shit, you know? So if I find like, you know when you get your cars parked off to the side and they're doing like roadworks and stuff? I want to keep an eye out for that too. There's a water thing there. There's a little inland lake thing. Yeah, I like the little citrus wave truck. It's also got like a reasonably decently big boot. It may have come down a little bit, but it was like the highest one I've found so far. It was 90 something. So is that the alien one? I do like that one too. I saw that one. There is one because I found this. Hold on. I found... Oh, there goes a gunshot event. I found this one, and there was an alien one here, right? There was an alien one up there, and I got this one from, like, the back of here somewhere. And I only took this one because I didn't have to break anything to get it, and my girl at the time had hot wiring, and it was the biggest van I could find in the city. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that, because I was looting the school, and I wanted to bring home a lot of books and VHSs and food, and oh my god, I miss Sunday Driver. I know we weren't going super fast, but yeah. Also, when you have the Sunday Driver trait, here's a genuine fucking question for you. But when you have the Sunday Driver trait, oops, does it use the same amount of fuel even though you're driving at a slower speed? Because you're still traveling the same distance, right? So you should only be traveling X number of kilometers to the fuel and stuff. But, you know, when I'm like flying around, I feel like we just go places faster. Like, obviously, if I let this get up to some speed and I take my hand off the thing, we cruise for a bit, where Sunday Driver will almost stop. So I feel like I get to travel more for the fuel. But I understand, obviously, having a car in real life, that it's the kilometers clicked over that determine how much fuel you're actually using and stuff. But I didn't know, because obviously game mechanics, if there's any difference or benefits beyond not slamming into shit at the mile a minute, you know? Yeah, smart. Yeah, well, I didn't want to do like multiple trips, and there are a couple of cars up there that's in good condition. Where the fuck am I going? Is this connecting to something, or are we just going for a joyride here? Oh, it connects to this? No? This connects to like nothing. There's no houses up here. I haven't driven all through here before, I don't think. I didn't know if there was anything up here. I'm glad that I put in the extra fuel, but I don't have additional fuel with me, and I didn't... Well, I do have that jerry can. I do have a whole jerry can. We found a metal one. I kind of feel like the metal jerry cans would potentially last maybe longer. There's a hay ground thing. Where the fuck have I got a choice to go here? This looks like this... Okay, that takes me over to there. That's interesting. That's fine. Not like that's any kind of a shortcut, but this... I was kind of thinking that would take me down to like these houses, and maybe it does, but... Where the fuck is this going? There is a sort of road there. That looks more like a driveway kind of thing. What is this? Lake Link Road. I don't think it's this. I feel like when I went up this originally, I must have gone up that side, if that's the case, or I just stopped when I stopped finding houses at like here or something. Because I've been up here a little bit. I've been up like this part, but I've never been further, although there looks like there's more water there. So I guess there's like a little inland lake. And I kind of want to just go to these houses, but I know that that's a bit of bullshit there, but that one might have a fireplace. And I don't know if I can get to it from here. I don't know if I've got to go off-roading down here. I also know that a lot of these like spots up here are normally like paddocked off, so I can't always get to them. Oh, that is a dumbass little U-turn thing. I do like that the world overgrows though. There is the... That looks like a farm. And that looks like the outlines of the farm there. Look, worst case scenarios, I can go down the front and come back into the actual like areas, because I don't really super want to cut through the trees. There's another paddock. I do find it funny that like the paddocks of crops just look like they're like super fucking dead. Like there's no one lush paddock, you know? Like you kind of think that maybe there would be like some kind of like a early game decent crop somewhere. But I don't kind of ever see one. I do see like there's a few like little properties that have stuff. I'm pretty sure we checked out this place and that was where the eggs were, but there was zombies in it. Oh no, the chickens are here. Hold on. Hold on, we got chickens. Maybe that was a different game. Maybe I didn't come and have a look at you guys at all. Are there zombies around though? Hi guys. Have you got eggs? Got hay grass? You got fresh uncooked eggs. Okay, let's go pick up some eggs then. I thought well, I have been here. Maybe I just didn't remember it. Cause I beelined for like a bunch of stuff super early. I know that they have an issue with like the pen's like dirty as shit and stuff. Like I could pick up some stuff and put it outside. I wanted to see the ground. Because last time I took a shit ton of these eggs and I boiled them up and I just walked around like that fucking Always Sunny from Philadelphia fucking meme where I was like constantly just snacking on eggs. It got to a point where I actually wanted eggs so much that I ended up buying like a carton of eggs and doing some boiled eggs. There should be some in here. I guess maybe we got to them early enough. Stale sheet. Yeah, don't do hinting and no spoilers on locations, please. Welcome in, Mythic. Yeah, no, I don't want like direct information on where things are. I was saying this earlier that like once I know where shit is, I will just like beeline for it and shit. So no hinting for locations and stuff. If I ask like a genuine question and stuff, by all means, you guys are welcome to answer. But there's only like a finite amount of time that you can kind of like not know where shit is in a game, and then it's just always known kind of thing. I'll dump all this shit outside, and that way they shouldn't be as bothered. Their little thing's clean. I don't know if any of you guys were small before, but you look like you might be the smallest one, so I'm gonna pet you. I assume that you may have been like a tiny bird last time I was here. Wait, did that make her less miserable? Hold on a second, does patting animals make me less miserable? Everybody's getting patted. Yeah, don't do that shit either. Is this helping? She's still miserable. I know if I petted you, but you're gonna get petted, mate. Walking around with a bloody bat patting chickens is not suspicious at all. I didn't see it move that time. She might be okay. Leave her be. I'll chuck this shit outside. And I'll leave the chickens alone. I didn't know that they were good. I didn't know that they were alive. I think the last game maybe they got killed by zombies like straight away. Which should mean that I think this is a cow paddock. I don't see any cows though. But we've got some eggs and I tripped over the fence, so that's always majestic. Let's get our ass back in the vehicle. If you can get back in the vehicle. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on. Okay, hold on. It's doing that thing with the doors not letting me in. I also have this specific glitch on a lot of my cars where I can't seem to get into my driver's side door even though there's nothing in it. Do not know why, but all I have to do is go around to the other side of the car and get in the passenger door, and then it usually like fixes it for a little while, you know? I'm pretty sure I've looked at that. Either that or I just made a mental note about it. But I can't remember. I think there's like a garage and I think there's a house up there. Because I stayed in the house one winter when she was like starting to like get sick. Or maybe this is it. No, this looks like it. Alright. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that it would help more, though. She's only hungry. She should be okay. There's a shed and stuff. I was kind of hoping that, like, maybe it would help more because she did seem to, like, genuinely react to it. Please don't have zombie jump scares. I'm not down for it tonight. I will probably squeak, flip my mouse out of existence and, like, just quit the game. I don't have the energy for it. And I'm talking about like the computer mouse if anybody's like concerned. Give me that pen. What is that? It's a snow globe. Okay. Well, I haven't... Oh, hello. Hold on. We got a little puffer thingy. I used to love these things when I was a kid. Give me that. I used to love playing with these. I had a fireplace when I was a kid. That is also the most dense looking fireplace. I don't know about you guys, but I think they may have filled it in. I might also actually just steal the free firewood because that way I don't have to chop it myself. But, yeah, I grew up with a fireplace. Used to chop wood and fucking, I don't know, start a fire and shit. Used to be good crap. Let's see, what have you got? What was I going to get you to do? We do need water. I got firewood. That's right, the marking of buildings. I'm not 100% sure this place is safe, but first things first, we have definitely got chickens. I know that's more like a fucking penguin or a loose-looking bird, but I don't know how to get these. There we go. Where was the other one? There. There's chickens here too. I have been in... Okay, hold on. Where have I been so far? I haven't, like, fully cleared out the houses, but there was, like, basically, like, no fireplace. Like, I kind of want to mark some of the places that I have been, but I've been to so many places. I actually am not 100% sure what I have and haven't done. But I do know I have done the school, for starters, and then we went to here. I have done that. I'm pretty sure we went to somewhere there. There was a gas station here. I went into that and I went into there. And where else have I been? I've been like, oh yeah, we went to Rosewood and shit too. Have you turned down the sound for jump scares? It might help. No, I keep them at still like the same volume. Just like normally speaking, just like on a normal like given like day, week, whatever, I'm not the least bit bothered by it. It's just that because I've had like a really good deep sleep today, I am just like beyond stupidly like relaxed and stuff, and it's just causing me to be like more jumpy than usual kind of thing. I'm just kind of like, there you are. I'm just tired in general, so I'm a little bit more reactive than I should be. I didn't mean to get the window, but it's fine. I've also been trying not to use my bat. My previous girl was basically mostly a barehanded fighter. That and a car fighter as well. But yeah, I don't want to change like the settings and stuff because I'll forget to turn it back. And like my last girl was like hard of hearing too, so it wasn't like it was all as loud for her and stuff. So when I changed over to this girl last week, I found like out of nowhere, like zombies were just like appearing. Like I'd open up a door and there was no sound to suggest that there was a zombie behind the door to begin with. And then I'd open a door and there was a fucking zombie and a jump scare and stuff. And it wore me out like really, really quickly after like losing my character and stuff. And this week tonight, like I only woke up like about an hour, maybe less, before stream. And I was just kind of like, yeah, as I said, like overly relaxed and shit. Actually, let's get some water. And I just, otherwise I'd be fine. It wouldn't really matter, but yeah. Plus, like I also have like other shit that can effectively jump scare me in my own stream anyway. So if I was going to turn off one thing, I'd have to turn off like a half a dozen things as well. But yeah, the last thing I kind of need is to go from like calm state of existence to like a mile a minute heartbeat kind of thing. Oh, hello. I think my car's probably attracted you. I don't know if I can get all of this in here without bringing you over. Just have to be careful with that. Shouldn't want to walk over here yet. My person is still very hungry, but there's like a couple of things here. I didn't bother going upstairs because let's face it, there isn't going to probably be a fireplace upstairs. I have not come across one before being upstairs. I don't think. I had to think about that for a second because I'm pretty sure I've stayed in places where... Oh, hello. I'm pretty sure I've stayed in places where there have genuinely been... Oh, there's another one. An upstairs area to a fireplace place. Look at this. These ones always seem to be like solidly shut, and I kind of question what is in this. I don't want to know. I'll find out one day when I can eventually open it. But, yeah, at some point I'll find out, because they've always got metal doors and they're always super locked and I never find the keys. And I had like a welding skill once. I had all the equipment and I had welding. And hold on, I'm gonna like just stay here for a second. I could probably stomp you out. It's raining. I feel like it's like less audible. It sounds like you died. Hi, mate. I want to kind of get you to before I have to go inside. I'm also kind of trying on this particular save to preserve my bats more. Oh, you're not even dead. Oh, the gigantic glass is in the paddock though. There we go. I also haven't worked out if I can break apart socks yet, but I have collected a few. And worst case scenario is in winter it might work for good kindling. Now, I remember being in here once and this being a complete danger noodle thing, and I don't see anything. I don't see any basements, so I'm not bothering. We'll go back to the car. It's getting a little bit late, but there is like maybe a shed up there. We'll go have a look at that. It's not too late that I can't potentially fight off zombies. I don't like whatever that new sound effect is, by the way. I've noticed it sounds like some kind of like a fucking wild boar or some shit, and I don't like it. It's already bad enough that all the fucking animal scares happen. Animal sounds. What? I had less than you, so it's a mystery for me as well. What? There's a bunch of zombies right there. Hold on. You guys are really close to where the chickens are. Yeah, there's a little group of yous. I don't want yous near the chickens if I can. I also don't want to yell out to yous because I'd rather you guys come at me in a small group. One at a time, preferably. I can kind of do up to like 2. And we're starting to get into like a group of 3. Yeah. I'm gonna start stepping on you. Yeah, when we're getting to like a 2 at a time. No, fuck off, love. Get off me. Yeah, get down on the ground, love. Force me for asleep. No, they're broken. And I guess stomping on up to 3 zombies. Yeah. I can manage it. It's just like, it's not messy. It's not clean. And I don't want her like her clothes and shit to get torn yet. I think her vest is fucked though. Oh my god, can you lot please stop being squishy? Let's start taking the extra clothes back. Because I have like a lot of clothes. I killed hundreds of zombies and looted a lot. But I also stole like some like clothes from like a dress clothing store thing as well for them. So she's got a lot of gear. I want to get to a point where we have like some nice fresh clean clothes of good quality for winter. But we also have enough spare clothes that I can rip them up into like rags and then take the threads out of them and ultimately like repair other clothing. That's the objective. I'm mostly, for anybody that wants to know kind of like what I'm trying to do, I guess, with my character and stuff, is I'm trying to get a character to live more than like 30 days consecutively, ideally. And I've gotten a couple beyond like 30 and I've gotten a few to 20s, but what I kind of want to do is like, because I'm not too interested in doing all the what do you call it, like I haven't dabbled too much in crafting. I have not done any I've built like a wall before. I think I built a wall. I haven't got to build like a water catcher ever. I'm not interested in doing like animal husbandry. I'm not interested in doing like, I don't know, masonry or blacksmithing or none of that stuff. At this point in my like game, I'm not interested. It's just like, why like start to hurdle if I can barely even fucking walk, you know? like, I know the metaphor is typically like, you know, you wanna learn to walk before you run and shit. I don't see a fireplace in here. But yeah, I feel like those kind of things would be more so like at the stage of like doing hurdling and vaulting and stuff like that, you know, as opposed to like just basic walking and running. I'm kind of like trying to get one person to live. I was kind of dabbling lightly into tailoring because I learnt that you could take threads out of rags with tweezers if you're like a high enough level or something. I don't know what high enough level means yet, but we'll find out one day. And yeah, I kind of figured that would be super useful because sometimes I get gear and it's really good. But obviously as you get like bitten and torn at and stuff like that, it eventually gets holes in it and it starts being less good. And certain things I don't think you can repair, like shoes, I don't think are repairable. I'm probably going to have to go sleep out near the road. I should check this one out for a second. I'm pretty sure as a plumber, there's probably plumbing tools. It's empty. Anything else in here? Yeah, there's a plunger, there's a CD. Dirty rag, there's duct tape. I might take that, I'll take the alcohol wipe. I don't know, I can see into the boot now. Just a fucking low toilet. I don't feel like I need that. The steel wool though, I feel like I might need these things later. And honestly, like I should be taking like little bits of paper and shit to start fires and crap for when I actually do have a stove. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like where my sort of focus is. Like I'm not too worried about getting like, you know, not too worried about getting like any one character to like a reasonably high skill in anything. I'm not interested in like trying to keep up animals or stuff like that. I feel like it's like too much, you know. Yeah, try not to give too much information, please. How you going, Pavel? I feel like it's been a fucking while. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too much in the way of spoilers. If I'm asking for like legitimate questions and answers and stuff, by all means go for it. But most of the time I'm just like, it's rhetorical. I'll make it well known if it's like a genuine question. I might just be able to sleep out here on the road because I want to check out these places too. I feel like they'll have like a farm. Turn the car off. Let's try to get our ass to sleep. She's gonna want like probably food in the morning, but I think I brought beans with me. Yeah, when it comes to like games, especially like something I haven't really played before, like Zomboid and stuff, I want the enjoyment of like discovering this shit for myself. Obviously sometimes I have like legitimate questions and stuff, but like for the most part, like I am trying not to like watch too many people playing Zomboid. I'm trying not to like get spoilers, especially like location spoilers or like where I can find certain materials and stuff. I don't want to know that. This place looks promising. I've been here before. I've jumped out this roof before. This is one of the places. I haven't done it on this save though. I don't know. Maybe. There is a broken window and there is the upstairs windows open. Maybe I have been here before. I don't like that it doesn't always show you what's in this room until you get right up to it. There's jars. I also haven't done like much in the way of dabbling with like cooking and shit. I've had like a couple of people cook and it's mostly just abomination meals. You know, they're just really bad. They probably make her more unhappy than anything. If all the windows are broken, then I have been here before. And I have looted this place, but I don't know if I've looted the one behind it. So I'll take this stuff back because this was the place I was talking about where I got stuck upstairs and there was zombies all through downstairs. And the only way out was by coming off the veranda and leaving, which is what gave me the false sense of security. Get your ass in the fucking car. What are you doing? How about you shut the fucking door so that we don't get eaten by zombies? Is that what you're doing? Oh my god. Get in the car. Okay, so we might have figured out... No, apparently it's still got the glitchy door. I was gonna say, I'm like, maybe we figured out what's going on with her and the car, but maybe not. Move over. Exit vehicle, no. I just wanted to see if the door was still open, but God, I fucking hope not. Could you imagine if I happen to think that the door's fucking shut and now she's in this like whole thing where she's just opening the car door? I didn't even know you could manually fucking open the car door. I thought you had to like go through the menu to find it. But that's incredibly alarming because I've done some like stuff with the cars where I've been like fucking fighting them and shit. Car doors be broken. I don't think the car door is broken because the car door is still there. Also, I see you migrated over. I was like, this is familiar. But, yeah, welcome over to Twitch. Yeah, no, the car door, as far as I know, is there. But I've had it on several cars where, like, the car is in pristine condition. And then they just can't get in the driver's side, and there's nothing on the driver's seat to block them from